Yeah, Toby, I'm excited to see this one too. Got a short track feel with the being such a flat track. It is 1 mile though, so it's not quite the typical short track. But I'm ready to see these guys uh, tussle it out here tonight here in Phoenix.
Absolutely. Practice was pretty interesting. We had, I believe, DJ Stagner was at the top of the board in practice. Right now, it looks like Justin Malarkey is at the top of the board in qualifying. So, should be a pretty interesting show. Brad Kress right behind him, followed by Roberto Ramirez.
Yeah, you're right. DJ was at the top of the board at the end of practice. Not seeing where he's at right now as far as qualifying.
I don't think he's
No
taken a lap
Brad.
yet.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, Brad. I know he was fast during practice, so he's right up there. He's backed up his practice times. Um,
Yeah, we
yeah,
had some pretty exciting action last week at Southern National Motorsports Park. Um, Jordan Martin getting his first career HLRL victory, which is big things for the league, picking up your first win.
yeah. With that win last week at Southern National, Jordan actually moved up 3 spots in the point standings. He moved up to second, right behind Will Reichert. He's only 29 points behind him now. So it looks like if Jordan can keep up the momentum, we might have ourselves a nice championship battle here at the end of the season.
Exactly, that's kind of what I was thinking. We had some issues there at Southern National. Will Reichert will actually be taking a EOL and pass-through penalty. For some late race incidents on a restart, I think involving you, but we won't get into that right now. No, just a few things, some housekeeping things to take care of, and we just gotta keep everybody in check. So should be interesting. He's a good driver, so I mean he's very well could come up through the field from the back.
Yeah, Will, he has been fast all season long, so I have no doubt in my mind that even after the penalty, he'll find his way back up front eventually in this race. I know it's only 75 laps, but it's still a long race, so he's got plenty of time to get back up there and try to fight for this win tonight.
Absolutely. We've got about a minute and a half left in qualifying, so we're going to go ahead and break away, go to a commercial break, and pay some bills real quick. We're back at Phoenix International Raceway, getting ready to get things underway here. About 15 seconds left in qualifying. We're going to see where these guys shake out.
Yeah, I was looking here at the results. It looks like, well, DJ's a premier guy, so that's why he hasn't gone out yet. The rest of the guys,
That makes sense.
yeah, looks like everybody's qualified. So it looks like Justin Malarkey probably will hang on to the pole here.
Yeah, he put down a pretty good lap there.
Yeah, the 28:19. That was I think that was good for about third. I think third place was running that during practice, so he's definitely got some speed. Seems like.
Absolutely. Ready to go through the starting lineup here in just a second. Let everybody get gridded up here. Sorry, folks, had to get a few things set up here. All right, we're going to kick off the starting lineup here. Looks like row number 1 is going to be Justin Malarkey grabbing, I believe, his first or second career HLRL pole, followed by Brad Kress. Row number 2 is Roberto Ramirez and Austin Bloom. Row 3 is going to be Will Reichert and Matt Owens. Row number 4 is going to be Jordan Martin and Scott McCarris. Row number 5 is going to be Chance Duckworth and Cody Robertson.
Trevor Hook in that 84, he's going to roll off 11th tonight. Right alongside him is going to be Dalton Beer. He'll be 12th. Dylan Wedgwood, he'll roll off 13th with Dylan Poteet right beside him in 14th. Ty Smith coming back this week. He will roll off 15th here at Phoenix. Jacob Holm will be 16th. Steve Rada in that number 3 car, he'll be 17th. Benjamin Porsche right next to him in 18th. Looks like we're going green. Justin Malarkey, he'll lead the way down into turn 1. Brad Kress is still there on his outside. Jordan Martin, he's following right behind him, though. And it looks like Austin Bloom there behind Brad Kress.
It's got a good gaggle of cars there on the start.
Yeah, pretty much everybody's single file for the moment. Looks like they're trying to get it sorted out pretty quick. Phoenix can be a one-lane track. The bottom is pretty much the preferred groove. Looks like Brad Kress, he's falling back a little bit there. He's stuck on that outside lane as they head into the dog leg.
Yeah, that dog leg can be pretty hairy in these ARCA cars. I know it gets pretty unsettled and loose, and you gotta take control of it there. You don't want to lose it there in the dog leg on a group of cars for sure.
Yeah, Trevor Hook, he got stuck on the outside down there in turn 3. Dylan Wedgwood gets underneath him and passes him for position.
Dylan's one of those guys that, week in and week out with the development series, he's had some bad luck here recently, but it seems like he can put together some solid laps and find himself there at the end.
Yeah, Dylan's a solid driver. I know he practices throughout the week and he's trying to figure out these tracks. I know earlier this week, as we got one spinning on the front stretch, it looks like it's Daniel Clark and DJ Stagner. Looks like Cody Robinson in the 7 got a piece of that also. But we have a caution, folks.
Let's see if we can figure out where this caution's at.
I believe that started with the 59 of Daniel Clark. I think he just got a little loose off of turn 4 and couldn't hang on to it when he got back on the front stretch.
We got it here for you guys. Let's see. Gathered it up. Looks like DJ is just an innocent bystander, along with the let's see, who's in the 7 car, Cody Robinson.
Yeah, DJ just had nowhere to go there. Looked like Tyler Snyder might have got a piece of that also in that 00.
Let's go on board with Tyler Snyder here and see if we can see what he saw. Or better yet, let's go on board with DJ Stagner. Just had nowhere to go. Just absolutely nowhere to go.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, Phoenix, it's a 1 mile track. It's a big track, but it still has those short track vibes. So when there's nowhere to go, there's nowhere to go. It's kind of hard to avoid these wrecks sometimes here at this place.
Right. Well, let's play some interesting strategy. 6 laps in, they get 4 sets of tires, 3, the set they start on, and 3 extra sets in the pits. So it gets kind of interesting, strategy. Somebody could come in and get some fresh tires or what have you, but it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, it will be. I don't see a lot of people coming down pit road. Still early in the race. I think we only have about 4 laps on these tires, so I think they probably want to stay out there and get some heat in them first, get them build up and see what they can have here, maybe within the long run coming up in this race.
Absolutely. That's going to be interesting to see if we can get some long green flag, green flag runs, and see if these guys can start driving on some old worn tires and see what kind of skills they can put on display with that. These cars are extremely fun when those tires get worn.
Oh yeah, they sure are, especially at a place like this where it's so flat. Really, the only banking you have is turn one. The rest of it, you have a little bit of banking in the dog leg if you don't cut it, and then turn three is just flat as a piece of paper. So once the tires get wore out, you're slipping and sliding and spinning those rears coming off the corner. It can be a handful for sure.
Oh yeah, throttle management is key, and definitely tire management here. Had some keys to the race we wanted to hit up. Forgot to do it during the beginning of the race, but I think we should. I don't think we're going green yet, so we can probably hit that up here. The keys to the race, definitely going to have to save your tires, avoid others' mistakes. That's going to be a big one. That's difficult to do, as we just saw DJ Stagner go through, being aware of pace car location and learn to be there at the end. So those guys are going to have a lot cut out for them, and we'll see if they can do any of that.
Yeah, I believe taking care of the tires is going to be the biggest factor here, especially because you carry so much speed down the front stretch. Down the front stretch into turn one, you can really burn that right front up if you're not careful with it.
Yeah, that becomes big once you burn that right front and even that right rear off of it. That thing will become a huge handful.
It will. Well, we're coming back to the restart. Justin Malarkey, he's still in the lead. Looks like Jordan Martin, he's moved his way up to second during that little short stint there.
We got Austin Bloom in there behind him in the 88. He's been away for a while, but coming back to race with us, so it's good to see him again.
Yeah, it's always good to see some guys come back.
Green flag's out. They're going to get a good jump. Looks like the 02 got a fantastic restart on the outside of Jordan Martin.
Yeah, that looked like it was jumbled up a little bit, but Jordan did get a good restart. He's got a little bit of a run as they go down here into the dog leg.
Yeah, and they're still side by side going into turn three. This is fantastic.
They are, and Jordan, if he can get that high side rolling, then we have a caution. But I was going to say, if Jordan can get that high side rolling in 3 and 4, it could really work out to his advantage coming off of turn 4.
Absolutely. Let's see if we can find it here.
Yeah, it looks like going down into turn 3, Casey Heschel, he was just right underneath the 7 of Cody Robinson. I don't think Cody knew it was there and ended up backing it into the wall down there in turn 3.
Oh, yeah. Let's get this replay going for everybody. Yeah, they just get together and send him up into Tyler Schneider. Steve Raid is involved. That's unfortunate. So we got 11 laps on the tires now. What would you do in a situation like this, Alan?
Me, I'm going to stay out still. It's just there just hasn't been enough green flag laps to really get the heat built up in the tires, and I'd want to, fill out the race car, see how it's doing, actually during the race, see how it's handling in traffic, see how it's handling in clean air, and yeah, I would stay out for a while here.
Yeah, you only get 3 sets, so you don't really want to burn those up early on. So we're gonna take a quick break here and hear from some of our supporters, and we'll be back soon.
This is Chase Briscoe, and you're watching the Highline Media Network.
Just a quick message there from our good old buddy Chase Briscoe. Next chance we get, we'll probably dial up Justin Malarkey. We'll do it this time around, but if we have another opportunity, I think we ought to get his input.
Yeah, I was looking back here at the 67 of Will Reichert. It looks like those 2 quick cautions helped him out pretty good. He's already made his way back up into 16th place after having to serve that pass-through penalty at the start of the race. So I look forward to seeing him climb his way back up into the top 10 and probably head his way up front.
I think we need to watch this restart between Jordan Martin and Justin Malarkey. Last restart, Martin really got a good jump and an impressive jump, really, and they were side by side all the way until the caution came out of 4. So I'll be anxious to see what they can do on this restart.
Yeah, same here. If he can get a good restart and hang side by side with him through 3 and 4 again, he'll probably clear him off of turn 4, but we'll see.
Pace cars diving onto pit road. We'll be going green here shortly. Looks like the green flag is out. Looks like Justin Malarkey got a good restart that time. Got a good jump on Jordan Martin. Austin Bloom underneath Brad Kress there, going for 3rd place. He's got a good run.
Yeah, Jordan didn't get a good restart that time, but he fell in line. It looks like behind Justin, but he's not letting him get away, and neither is Austin Bloom. That top 3, they're pulling away from the pack right now as they come off of turn 4.
Got a dog fight back here. Looks like Matt Owens and Chance Duckworth going at it, coming out of turn 4.
They're side by side, way back in the pack. Some of them are 3 wide back here also. They'll get it sorted out here pretty soon.
Look at Casey diving it down on the dog leg.
That's not the first time I've seen him do that tonight either. It looks like he's the only one that's been going down there also.
Oh yeah, this is one of Casey's favorite tracks, and he's really good here. So I look for him to be a factor at the end, definitely, as long as he can keep his nose going.
Yeah, we will for sure keep an eye on that 49 car and expect him to be up front at the end of this thing. Back up front, distance hasn't changed too much between the 73 and the 02 and the 88. But Justin Malarkey, he's led every lap so far. They head off down into turn 1. Justin Malarkey, Jordan Martin, Austin Bloom is your top 3.
Austin Bloom stalking Jordan Martin.
Yeah, I think he's just biding his time, but Austin Bloom, he's going to go down here and he's going to take 2nd place away from Jordan Martin.
What a move. Just drove it down in there.
That was very clean. He didn't wash up the track. Kept it right there on the bottom just like he should have done.
Nice old throwback scheme to Dale Sr.
That is, and while that's going on for 2nd place, Brad Kress, he's creeping his way back up there to fight with these guys in the top 3.
I do apologize for the generic paint schemes, folks. My trading paints, I keep refreshing it, and it's not working right, so we'll keep an eye on that. But we got some good racing going on the track.
Yeah, we've got them side by side back here. It looks like Roberto Ramirez, he's trying to take position away from Matt Owens. They head down into turn 1. Roberto might be able to clear him here. He'll clear that 48.
What if Roberto's going to eat with Mike Harmon after the race?
He very well could be. I'm sure that the Applebee's down there in Phoenix somewhere. A little further back in the pack, looks like Ryan Potter and Tyler Snyder, they're back there battling for position. They've been side by side about a lap or two, I believe.
Yeah, they got some damage early on in this race, so they got definitely somebody in the wall here.
That is the 51 of Jacob Benke, I believe.
Yeah, he got into the wall there. He's got some extensive damage. There he's in the wall again. It's unfortunate.
It is. Back up front, nothing's changed within the top four. Still Justin Malarkey leading the way. Austin Bloom, he's second. Jordan Martin is third, and Brad Kress, he's still hanging on there. He's riding fourth right now. Do have a battle.
Yeah, Casey Heschel moving his way up there. Chance Duckworth, an old HLRL veteran from back in the day. Casey just biding his time and making his way up to the front of the pack. And kind of the way we expected.
Oh yeah, for sure. Casey, he's been running with us for a while. He knows what he's doing. You know, he knows when to make the moves. He knows the right time and everything. So I look for him to be up there in the top 5 here pretty soon.
Absolutely. 22 laps in the books. Justin Malarkey still leading the way. Austin Bloom moving to second. He's got a good run going. Jordan Martin, last week's winner, definitely keeping himself in the hunt. Back in third place.
Yeah, Dylan Wedgwood in the 17, he's made his way into the top 10. He's looking to take 9th place from Matt Owens right now. I know he's been creeping on his back bumper here for the last couple laps. Last time by, that 32 of Roberto Ramirez, he was the fastest car on track. He was about 2/10 faster than all the leaders. He was the only one to run in the 28-second range. Everybody else is in the 29s.
You know, Roberto's really been, he's a factor almost every week in this development series. And I want to give him a shout out in the Premier Series even. He's had to qualify his way in every week, and he's, I think before last week's race, he was running 7th in points. So shout out to him for persevering and really making himself a factor this year. Yeah,
he's really been impressing me this season in the development series. I know some of the races haven't gone the way he would have liked them to. Hadn't really got the finishes that he should have, but as far as the way he's been running throughout these races, he's been doing a really good job this season.
Like Justin Malarkey the gap's still maintained about the same.
Yeah, we got a car on the wall in turn 2. Looks like the 38 of Dalton Beer. He hangs on to it and keeps trucking though.
Don't look now, but looks like that 49 car's creeped its way inside the top 5, and it's going forward.
He definitely is. He's gotten around Brad Kress there for 4th, and he's coming. He's coming for sure. So they better keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on that blue car in their mirror. Jordan Martin, he's
right to the middle of that corner.
Yeah, Jordan Martin, he slipped up the track a little bit there in 1 and 2 in case he's going to go way down the dog leg like we've seen him do multiple times tonight. He'll take 3rd place from that 0-2 car.
That was textbook right there.
It was. Now he's going to set his sights on the 88 car of Austin Bloom. And we got a battle for Bloom. He's going to take it to the inside of Justin Malarkey. He's not going to quite clear him. He might clear him.
That's going to open the door for him, boys.
Here comes that 49 car. They're 3 wide for the lead right now. Austin Bloom has it for the time being. We'll see if he can hold off Casey through 3 and 4. Austin's going to get the run off of turn 4. Give the advantage to Casey Heschel in the 49 car that time. He will lead that lap.
2 by 2 by 2. This is impressive.
Where did this come from? They've been single file for the last 20 laps.
These guys put a show on week in and week out. Roberto
yeah.
Ramirez creeping his way up there into the picture.
Yeah, he is still the fastest car on the track right now, according to my lap times here.
Casey Heschel taking it to the front. Heck of a performance by the 49 car so far.
I tell you what, of all the cars I've seen hanging on that outside lane, Jordan Martin, he's been doing the best job of not giving up the spot while being stuck on that outside lane. So shout out to him for getting the top side to work here, especially down in 3 and 4 where it's so flat.
Absolutely.
He'll clear the 73 there for, I believe that was for 4th place. Roberto, he's going to try to follow suit.
He's taking it through the middle. Look at this. Looks like Malarkey's fell off a little bit. Maybe he burned his tire up a little bit. Trying to run some fast laps. Diving it to the inside. Getting a little loose there. We'll see if he can hold on to it going into one here.
Yeah, he had a good run off that corner. If he can do that again, he'll clear that 73. But while all this is happening back here for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, the 49 and 88, KC and Austin, they're pulling away.
We're coming up on some lap traffic here. Can't tell who that is.
I believe that is the 72. No, that's the 23.
Michael Maruga.
KC will get by him, no problem.
Yeah, he's giving plenty of space to the leaders. We appreciate that.
Yeah, Jacob Mickey also. he's in the wall again. Must be having some steering issues tonight. Probably damaged the suspension when he got in the wall earlier in the race.
Some good battles going on back in the pack still yet. Adam Bossy and Chance Duckworth going at it.
They are. Good to see Adam make his way up to the top 10.
Absolutely.
Dylan Wedgwood, he's hanging on to it here in the top 10 also, just riding behind these guys, biding his time.
Right behind him, Patrick Green. See Patrick out there.
Yeah, it's always good to see him come down and run with us in the development series once in a while. Patrick, he's been running with us for about a year or so now. He's a good guy to race with. He'll always race you clean, but he'll race you hard also.
Absolutely. Well, we're 37 laps in. I'll do a field rundown here real quick. Your leader, Casey Heschel, driving to the front here, followed by Austin Bloom in the 88. Roberto Ramirez, Jordan Martin, Justin Malarkey. They're battling there side by side for 4th and 5th. Brad Kress, followed by Chance Duckworth, Adam Bossy, Matt Owens, and Dylan Wedgwood round out the top 10.
Yeah, as we work lap 38, I don't know, man. I'm thinking it's got to be getting close to these guys pitting for fuel. What do you think?
Yeah, I actually forgot to check that before the race. I would have been handy to know, but I would say that window's, they have 50% fuel, so I'd say that window's getting pretty much ready to open there for pit stops.
Yeah, if it's not getting close for that, it's definitely getting close for tires at least. I know there's probably some guys out there screaming for a set of tires. Phoenix can wear them out pretty quick if you're not careful with them.
I can tell you one person that isn't screaming for anything right now is probably Casey Heschel.
No, not at all. He's pulling away from 88 of Austin Bloom. Yeah, he's just riding pretty right now out here leading this thing as we work lap 40.
Gonna have a hornet's nest of lap traffic up here.
He is, and they're racing. Looks like they're racing pretty hard too. Ty Smith, Benjamin Pors, Dalton Beer.
Out the back of Cody Robinson there, Casey Heschel. He's coming quick.
Yeah, I don't know if all these guys will pull over and just let Casey go, but I know some of them will. But I'd imagine some of these guys are probably gonna fight him pretty hard, knowing that pit stops are coming soon. They want to stay on the lead lap.
Right.
Could get another quick caution. You never know.
Hold off a guy like Casey, who's coming with a head of steam, and you got damage, and you're already not having a very good race, being back that far, and probably not very happy about it. Then to watch the leader just scoot on by is pretty demoralizing.
Yeah, well, that seemed pretty easy for KC. He used that dog leg like he has been all night, so he'll scoot on by those guys and set sail. He's still pulling away from that 88 though.
Right in front of the leaders. Who is that? Ty Smith?
Yeah, that'd be the 18 of Ty Smith.
Yeah, that's one thing. Another thing too about working lap traffic is you got to catch these guys at the right spot. And look at the gap that Casey's put on Austin. He's been picking his way through this lap traffic. And Austin's kind of losing some ground through the lap traffic, and I think has a lot to do with where you catch these cars at and where you pass them at.
Yeah, if you catch them in the wrong spot, it could cost you so much time. You could get caught up in something that is of no doing of your own. So it's really just all about where you catch them. Looks like we got one taker down pit road. It'd be 17 of Dylan Wedgwood. See how many guys follow him down and start making their first pit stops of the night. So we got Roberto, Austin Bloom, he's coming down along with Ty Smith. Chance Duckworth.
Green flag pit stops have began. That's always interesting when you can make green flag stops.
It is, and our leader, he makes his way down pit road.
Really something to be said about these development guys running long green flag runs like this. And had a couple cautions in the beginning, but they get it worked out. And it's cool to see them run long green flag runs like this, get some experience pitting under green and not always under yellow. So.
Yeah, green flag pit stops are not fun. Trust me, coming from somebody who's spun out plenty of times coming to pit road, somebody who sped on pit road, they're not fun. They're definitely a challenge, but they do definitely throw some strategy into the race.
Absolutely. I think as it cycles around, Ryan Potter's currently the leader. Looks like, is that Steve Rada is going to stay out and trying to get a lap lead maybe?
Oh, let's see. I'm not catching him here, but he could be. Go ahead and get that bonus point out of the way.
Telemetry. Oh, looks like
We have a caution. Yep, we have Tyler Snyder. He's in the inside wall down there in the dog leg. I'm not sure what happened with him.
Let's try to catch that and see what's going on there. May have had some help. Don't know that for sure. I won't go accusing anybody, but
No, it looks like he just lost it coming out of turn 2 right there in front of Matt Owens. He locked him up, but he couldn't keep it off the wall.
oh, yeah, just a combination of them old tires and yeah, he got a pretty good lift there. I don't know that that's what KC wanted to see.
No, I don't think so either. But yeah, that's a Tough break for Tyler. You know, the premier drivers, they only get 3 races a season for the development series, and it sucks to come out here for one of your 3 races and end up having a bad race like he's been having so far.
Exactly. Well, let's dial. Let's see if we can get Casey Heschel up here and give him a talk to him.
Yeah, let's bring him on up.
Casey, it's Toby and Allen up in the booth. Got a copy? Casey, Toby and Allen up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy? Yep.
No, that's not.
Casey,
How about yeah? How about old Jordan Martin? You want to try to get a word in with him?
Get in with him. Get a word in with him. Jordan Martin, Toby and Allen up in the booth. You got a copy?
Got a copy.
Allen, you go ahead and take it, buddy.
Hey man, how's the race been so far out there for you?
Oh man, it's racing action pack up front, hard racing. Just trying to keep the nose clean, keep the tires under me, and I feel like I got a better long run car than a couple guys in front of me. I don't know about the 49 car, but I will see what I got on this restart and see if I can challenge him. But still got, man, laps just winding down, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it looks like you guys only have about 25 to go. But yeah, earlier in the race, man, you know, you were hanging pretty tough there on the outside, especially down there in turn 3 and 4. Tell us, what were you doing down there? Were you braking early or braking late? Were you getting on the gas earlier than those, or what was going on down there?
I got the brakes just a little bit deeper, but then I let it roll, and then once I felt like the car set in the middle of the corner, I gave it a little gas to let it rotate, and it felt like it worked a little bit. So if I get the outside again, I could probably pull it off and clear the car in front of me.
I got you. Well, yeah, man. If you keep up those good restarts, you know, we'll see you up front there. Hopefully here pretty soon. Like I said, you've been the best car I've seen roll the outside so far all night tonight.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You have a good one.
Yep, good luck.
Good luck.
Right back. What room were you in, Jordan?
Granger.
All right. All right. We're getting ready to go green here. Look who's up front row. Casey Heschel, Roberto Ramirez. 2 fastest cars we've had all night. They're going to do battle here. 25 to go. It's about to get good, I have a feeling.
Yeah, how about Roberto getting up there? But he's got that 0-2 of Jordan Martin right behind him, so you keep an eye on him also.
Absolutely.
He's going to be on that outside lane too. Casey takes off.
Casey gets a good start. What a great start.
Yeah, they'll sail off down into the dogleg. Roberto Ramirez, Austin Bloom, and Jordan Martin. They're 3 wide there for a split second, 4 second. Adam Bossy, he's made his way to the top 5. He's trying to take one of those spots from those guys as well.
Absolutely. Austin getting loose off the corner underneath Roberto. This is a dog fight right now.
It is.
Oh, yellow is out. See if we can find what the caution is for here.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything either.
not seeing what caused that caution there.
I have no idea. Guess we'll just call this one a debris caution.
Yeah, that's odd. I don't know what caused that one. Sorry, sorry, folks. We'll maybe we can find it later on. To go. Let's see who we can talk
How about good old Dylan Wedgwood? He's made his way up to 6th place.
Let's get him up here. Dylan, Alan, Toby in the booth. You got a copy?
I gotcha.
What's the race been like for you tonight? Seems like you've been slowly but methodically creeping your way up to the top 5.
Well, it's been good. I'm just trying to stay out of the rear end of the car in front of me and stay out of the wall. Keeping it clean seems to be the way to get to the front here.
Absolutely. You've been looking like you guys have had some good runs. You seem to be a little bit better on the long run. Kind of creeping your way up there, but what are you thinking here at the end? How are you feeling?
I'm just gonna try to save my stuff and see if I can creep towards the front. Get a little more speed on the long run. Casey's been toughed all night though, so it's gonna be hard to catch him. But we'll see what we got.
We're flying.
They are.
All right. Well, we'll let you go, and good luck, and see if you can finish this thing in one piece, man.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
Can't remember what teams these guys are on half the time. Looks like we're doubling up this time. Lights are out on the pace cars, so you know what that means, Alan.
Oh yeah, we're gonna turn them loose one more time.
Looks like we got Casey Eshel, Roberto Ramirez, Jordan Martin, Austin Bloom, Adam Bossy, Dylan Wedgwood, Steve Rada, Brad Kress, Ryan Potter, Justin Malarkey. Top 10. Had a pretty good race so far. What about you, Alan?
Oh yeah, you know, we had a couple of cautions there in the beginning, but they cleaned it up and we had a good long run there. Even had some green flag pit stops. So we'll see what this last 18 or so laps brings to us.
Pace car dives down pit road. Casey Heschel fired out of a cannon there. Heck of a restart. Caught Roberto off guard, I think.
I think it did too. They'll sail off down into turn 1. Single foul for the top 2. They're still side by side back there for 3rd place. Austin Bloom and Jordan Martin.
Jordan Martin got a heck of a run off the corner there.
Yeah, he did. He's not letting KC get away from him. He's been pretty tough here.
Not at all. Down into turn 3. Nose to tail. When we come to 15 to go this time by.
And we have a caution. Looks like maybe Will Riker was involved in that one.
Well, I can't show that caution either. It looks like his he got loose coming into the dog leg and the connection kind of interrupted.
Yeah, he got loose going down there on that flat in the dog leg, and looked like he collected Trevor Hook also. So that's a tough break for those guys.
Yeah, his car disappeared on me there, so I couldn't get the replay queued up. So let's see if we can bring Casey up here again if he'll talk to us.
All right.
I'll let you take it.
KC, it's Alan and Toby up in the booth. You got your ears on? KC, Hessler, Alan and Toby up here in the booth. You got your ears on, buddy?
He must be zoned in tonight.
Yeah, he's focusing on keeping that lead out there tonight.
So 14 to go. What are you thinking here, Alan? What would you be doing? What's going through?
Well, I know earlier we talked about tire management, but 14 to go, probably gonna have what 12 to go when they take the green. It's go time. Like I've said, multiple times before, it's go time when you get down these last 20 laps of a race. I don't care if you've been saving tires all race long, or if you've been driving the heck out of it. Right now is this point in the race. It's no time to waste. You got to go. You got to get everything you can.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to take the positions where you can get them, and kind of got to throw feelings out the window with 13 to go.
Yeah, definitely got to throw those out. And I know Roberto and KC are teammates. You think they're going to be teammates here for the last 10 laps or so?
I think they'll race pretty clean. I think Roberto and KC, they'll race each other hard. I don't think they'll take each other out. You never know, though. When you're coming to the rag, it changes people's mindsets for sure.
Yeah, when there's a win on the line, people will do anything. So,
well, especially it's hard. Like these wins, heck, top 10s and top 15s have become hard to come by. So I mean, these guys, they want to win. They want to get their name on that list, and it's just great to be able to be able to bring them that. We got to thank Plan B Sales and Circle B Diecast for coming on board and helping keep this thing going, and it's really molded into one of the good leagues to get in on iRacing. So we appreciate it, and hopefully these guys put on a good show.
Yeah, we really appreciate those guys coming on board this season, and hope they stick around with us for a very long time coming.
Absolutely. Go order something there at circlebdiecast.com. Make sure you use code HLRL. You'll get free shipping on orders of $20 or more. So hop on over there. Any diecast or memorabilia you're going to buy, and throw that code in there and get a deal on us.
Yeah, for sure. Well, wonder if this is going to be the last restart of the race or what's going to happen. But KC, he's going to lead them down to the green flag.
Looks like they got a better jump this time. Roberto a little bit closer on the restart. KC still comes out to the lead there. Austin Bloom's going to stick it inside Jordan Martin there in between 1 and 2. Adam Bossy right behind him.
Yeah, Jordan, he's not going to give it up on the high side. Too easy, though.
He'll put up a fight. He showed last week he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. So.
Yeah, he's still side by side with that 88. They head off down into turn 1.
10 laps to go. Casey Heffel still leads the way down to the dog leg, but Roberto is not letting him out of his sights. We got another yellow flag.
Looks like a bunch of cars. Looks like Patrick Green was around. Cody Robinson. I think that's Michael Maruga. Go back and see what happened there.
We got some connection issues going on here, but I can get the beginning of this accident here. That code, that looked like Major net code. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that was some net code for sure.
I hate
I don't
for
think.
those guys. I have probably about 6 laps to go. Take the green. You know, is anything less than a win satisfying for KC though? I mean, you drive all the way up through the field. You're obviously the class of the field. I mean, it's kind of got to be going through his mind there.
Yeah, yeah, but you know, Casey, he's a seasoned driver. I'm sure it's there in the back of his mind, but he also knows what he has to do to get a good restart and get clear of the 32 and take that thing to victory lane.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you know, we changed the restart rules here in the HLRL about middle of last season, Alan?
It was either last season or it might have been the season before.
We used to go on the green lights no matter what all the time, but we changed it. You know, we were having people trying to jump the green lights, and it just became a mess with cautions after caution after caution. And, you know, we changed the rules to where, you know, the leader has a choice when to go after the pace car dives off the racing surface. So that kind of puts an advantage in the leader's hands, don't you think?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the restarts, you know, with it coming down to the leader, the only one who knows when that restart is going to happen is the leader. It's up to everybody else to guess when he's going to go. Everybody who's running up front, you know, the top 6 or so, it's up to them to keep an eye on the leader and go when he goes.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's made for some good restarts and a lot of gamesmanship, you know, on the restarts as well.
Yeah, they've been interesting for sure. We've had a couple questionable ones, but they've been good. They've been interesting for sure.
We try our best to keep things fair and make everybody stick to the rules.
Oh yeah.
It's difficult sometimes. The past few weeks have been kind of trying, but we got everything sorted out, and things are still rolling. So.
Yeah. Well, they're doubled back up once again. We're gonna have about a 5-lap shootout here, I think.
You know, one person that impresses me, and it's every week, is the 3 of Steve Rada. He always finds a way to get into the top 10, top 5 at the end of the race. I don't know how he does it. I do not know how he does it, but it's every single week.
Yeah, just look back at last week at Southern National. I think at the end of that thing, he came out 4th.
Yeah.
5th.
Impressive.
So, he might squeeze another one out here tonight. We'll have to see what happens.
Yep, we're going to have 5 laps to go. Pace car's off. KC gets an excellent restart. He timed that perfect.
Yeah, he is
gone.
He is checking out.
A good side-by-side battle for P2 here. Roberto Ramirez and Austin Bloom. Jordan Martin watching this out his front window.
Oh boy, had another yellow out here on the track. Okay. Well, well, we were just talking about Steve Rader there right before that restart. Looks like he just got into the wall coming out of turn 2. Looks like Ryan Potter just had nowhere to go, and that's where our yellow is coming from this time around, folks.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find this to show to everybody. Had to go to race control and clean some things up. Oh yeah. Get this replay for you. He just came down into Ryan Potter and chain reaction from there. That's amazing.
Well, we will have a green-white checkered finish here.
Yeah, could we ask for anything better?
Well, Toby, if you were Roberto coming down to a green-white checkered, you know KC's beat you on the last couple restarts. What are you thinking if you're Roberto here on this one? You know that this could be the last one, and you're out here going for a win. What are you going to do?
You kind of gotta, I mean, you just gotta time it right. It all comes down to this restart. If you get a bad start, he's gonna have that advantage, and it's gonna take you even longer to get up there. So you just kind of gotta try to time when he's gonna take off. You gotta take the past few restarts in your mind where he's kind of took off and kind of make a guess. You know, you may get it right, you may get it wrong, but I mean, with 3 to go, that's a guess you gotta try to make. So you gotta get a good start and then just try to stick your nose in there.
Yeah, and if I remember right, I believe Casey's he's gone right around the same area the last couple restarts. So
That'd be interesting to see if he picks the same tactic or not. You know, I know if I was Casey, I would.
well, I do see one thing that's not going to be the same as Casey. He's going to take the outside here on this restart this time.
That's kind of interesting.
Well, Casey Heschel, Roberto Ramirez, Austin Bloom, Jordan Martin, Dylan Wedger. That's going to be your top 5 as we come down to the first attempt at this green-white checker. We're going to wrap this one up here in Phoenix.
Casey, he snookered him.
he did, but Roberto did get a better restart that time. Jordan Martin, he's just been so good on the outside all night long. He's going to get up there and battle with Roberto for second place.
Austin Bloom sticking his nose down under Jordan Martin.
Yeah, they're going to battle that one out all the way to the finish, I'm sure. But KC, he's coming off turn 4. He's going to take the white flag.
Casey Heschel taking the white flag this time by. Looks like he's got a good run off of turn 2. Roberto gets it. He's diving it down. He didn't get loose. He was diving it down that dog leg.
We got a couple cars stopped on the front stretch, but it's past the finish line, so it shouldn't affect the finish of the race.
Casey hugging that yellow line coming out of turn 4. It's gonna be Casey Heschel winning here at Phoenix.
Yeah, Roberto, he hangs on for second. Jordan Martin third. Austin Bloom fourth. Adam Bossy, he's going to round out your top 5 here tonight at Phoenix.
That's just a fantastic performance by Casey Heschel. I don't exactly remember where he started at, but he
Casey started this race in 24th position. So shout out to him for making his way through the field and coming out of here with the checkered flag tonight.
Absolutely, and Casey's going to pull it to the start-finish line and burn it down.
Yeah, very well deserved. Burn that thing down, KC. 24th to 1st. And like we were saying earlier, these wins, I don't care if it's the development series, I don't care if it's the premier series, they're hard to come by. Like you said, top 5s, top 10s are hard to come by.
Absolutely. It's not easy for sure. Oh, he's giving the turn 1 fan some smoke show here. That's awesome. Gonna do the old Polish victory lap.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's see if we can get KC up here in the booth.
Yeah,
Talk now.
I'm betting he's going to want to talk now.
KC, Toby, and Alan up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy? KC, Toby, and Alan up in the booth. You got a copy? Been having trouble all right. Let's get Roberto up here, see if he'll have a word to say. Roberto, Alan, and Toby up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy? Hey, Roberto, Alan, and Toby up in the booth. You got a copy? You hear anything, Alan?
I'm not getting anything.
Not either.
Well, how about our third place finisher, Jordan Martin?
Let's get him up here. Jordan Martin, Alan, and Toby up in the booth. You got a copy?
Copy.
Well, you gave a valiant effort today in the race at Phoenix. Looked like that last restart was pretty hairy and pretty interesting. Walk us through those final few laps, buddy.
Well, I seen the leader took the outside, which I thought that was a great shot for me to try to get up on the outside of the 32 and try to clear him off of 2. Just got in there a little too hot. Got the back end loose. I caught it. Was able to fight off the 88, and then just seeing if the 32 will make a move on the leader, and just set myself up for a crossover off the last turn, and just didn't have enough for it. I mean, I had a great run, great Toyota Camry. It was a blast racing them.
Absolutely. You know, coming off your win last week, was that your first HLRL event last week, or?
No, that was the my 4th week. I've been here since they took.
That's right. I have trouble remembering everybody we got in this league, man. You have to excuse me, but I mean, what's it like coming off a win? Was your confidence high this week?
Oh yes, most definitely. This is one of my favorite tracks across Platinums and NASCAR games on console and on here. So I mean, I had great hopes and confidence into this race, and that win really helped me boost my confidence and racing around the top with the leaders and showcase what I got and showing that I'm contention every race.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations on your 3rd place finish. You got anybody you want to thank tonight?
I just want to thank you all for having me in this Highline Racing League. Just want to thank Curtis and DJ for preparing me for this race, and DJ for making my scheme for tonight. I absolutely loved it. and I was glad I was able to make a great showing for the fans and put in a good show.
Heck yeah, man. Well, congratulations, and we're glad to have you, and can't wait to see you next week.
Thank you.
Get
All right,
Casey back up here.
Yeah, let's try him.
You want to take that, Alan?
KC, Alan and Toby up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Hey, gotcha, finally.
Hey, buddy. Hey, so tell us, that race, man, you had the best car, seemed like, all night. You drove your way from 24th up to first and didn't give that lead up. So, I mean, how was it out there? How was the car feeling and all that?
It felt good. I lowered the brake bias to, I think, 62, 63% and got it rotating on an entry and never really got tight. So, setup was really good, and it's one of my favorite tracks, so it kind of just worked out in my favor there.
Yeah, that's what I heard at the beginning of the race, that this is one of your most favorites. But yeah, that's all it is with these, shorter tracks like these, just getting it to rotate in the corner. Tell us, like, the end of the race, we had a couple cautions and you had a couple of restarts to battle with. What was going through your mind when you were coming to each one of those restarts?
I knew really the only person, this is going to sound really cocky, and I don't mean it to sound like this, but the only person that really had anything for me was Bolts there in P2, and didn't really want to get into any turn and wreck him since he's running for points and all that, but was able to jump a couple of restarts there and kind of pull him, and then helped him out there at the end by taking the outside so he could stay up front.
Yeah, we were up here wondering, thinking maybe it was a teammate thing y'all had going on with you taking the top there on that green-white checkered, but it seemed to work out for y'all. Came home 1-2 for the Mafia guys. So, I mean, good race. Congrats on the win. You got anybody you want to thank tonight?
I'll just thank the whole Misfit Mafia. They keep this thing going and keep these cars in victory lane. And I guess you can go and visit Bead World at beadworld.com to get all your bead needs.
All right, man. Well, sounds good. Once again, congrats on the win tonight. We'll catch you Thursday, and we'll catch you in the next development race you run in.
Sounds good. Got one more.
All right, man. All right, you want to try Roberto again?
Yeah,
I think he said he was having some mic issues.
We'll get Roberto up here. Roberto, Alan, Toby up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy? Roberto, Alan, and Toby up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Hey, walk us through that race, man. It seemed like you were one of the fastest cars on track all night, and really one of the only people that had anything for KC out there once you guys hit your stride. So, what was it like out there tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we were extremely fast. I thought that we were the car to beat, and then KC ended up just being a little bit faster at the end there. I started the race, qualified third, and then lost power on the pace lap, so I ended up starting about 27th or so. So it was definitely a hard-fought day. I had to claw my way through the field.
Absolutely.
And go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I mean, we noticed you clawing your way up there early, and we're kind of keeping an eye on you because you were motoring up through there, and it was actually impressive to watch.
Yeah, I mean, Phoenix is just a racetrack that I feel super comfortable at. Really happy to, even though it's a simulator, it's still always nice to get a good run at the home track, and I feel like we had anything for anybody except KC today. He was just so much better than us on the restarts at the end, but if I gotta lose to anybody, I'll take a teammate.
Yeah, that last restart, it looked like me and Alan were discussing it up in the booth. It was like kind of like, it was a little bit of team strategy. He took the outside to kind of, I mean, he said it was kind of help you stay up there. What were you thinking on that last restart? Were you going to try to dive it down in there and give him all he could handle, or were you kind of, I mean, everybody wants to win, but were you kind of relegated to, you knew how fast he was, and was it one of those scenarios?
It was really just I was going to go for it no matter what. I'm not going to go in there and wreck KC, but
Sure.
If I had a look on him, I was going to take it. So we just didn't get a good enough restart and didn't get the opportunity.
second place isn't nothing to hang your head about, though. I mean, these top 5s, top 10s are hard to come by in this in both series, especially Premier, but this series even as well. There's a lot of good guys out there, and you guys put on a good show tonight. Anybody you want to thank for your second place finish tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank Plan B Sales for sponsoring the series, everyone that puts their support into it, SP Designs, RBG, Ready Foundation, Racing Warehouse, Butt Kicker, Highline Media, Body Shop, Sim Racer Coin. Last but not least, I want to say thank you to Bead World. It's changed my life.
All right. Well, congratulations on your second place finish, and you have a good night.
Alrighty.
Well, that's our second place in finisher, Roberto Ramirez. Alan, what are your thoughts taking away after that race?
It was a good race. It was a short race, so we didn't get the number of long green flag runs that I'm sure we would have. But it was a good race. It was nice to see a lot of those guys climb up from starting in the back of the field, get their way up there in the top 5, top 10. It was nice to see green flag pit stops. That was exciting for sure. So all in all, I think it was a good race.
Absolutely, it was nice to see those guys kind of drive their way up through to the front. It really shows, how talented these guys actually are, and it just proves that there's a reason for Premier and a reason for development, and those Premier guys, they're hard to handle. I mean, like I said earlier, those top 5s and top 10s are hard to come by, and it's impressive when these guys come out here and kind of show these guys what's up.
Yeah, it is for sure. And the guys, just driving up from the back to the front, it always puts on good racing. But yeah, you're right. You're totally right. It shows the difference between Premier drivers, the difference between development drivers. It's good racing all around. And I believe, let's see, checking out something here real quick. We are in the 5th race of the season. I believe we've only had 2 Premier drivers win these races. So it's not...
That's impressive in itself.
Yeah, it's not like Premier guys are coming down here and spoiling the party for everybody like a certain person whose initials are KB. But no, that's great though. I like the variety of winners. Not having the same person or 2 people winning every week. So yeah, that's really good for the league as a whole.
Absolutely. Well, it's nice for those Premier guys to come down and run with these guys, and the development guys. A lot of them there's a few. I'd say about 25% of them have been around for a while. But I would say, the new guys coming in, it's nice to see new guys come in and get to run around these Premier guys and then even qualify for the Premier races when, they're eligible to try to qualify in. Going to be even more spots available after next week to get them qualified in too. So it's nice for them to be able to come up and have that opportunity as well to run in that other series. So it's kind of cool to see these guys, trading paint and just a great environment for these guys to come out and race each other and kind of get away from the stresses of life and be able to kind of hang out and have a good time on here. So it was a good show tonight in Phoenix. I'm proud of these guys and I'm looking forward to next week already.
Yeah, I am too. Let's see, where do we go next week? Lime Rock
Park.
So that'll be an interesting one. See who the road course ringers are in the development series. I can't wait to watch that one.
Absolutely. Well, let's run down our finishing order here, and we'll get these people on their way. So we got Victory Lane tonight. We got Casey Heschel, followed by Roberto Ramirez. Jordan Martin, followed by Austin Bloom. P5's Adam Bossy. Brad Kress comes home 6th. 7th is Dylan Wedgwood. 8th is Justin Malarkey. 9th is Tyler Rush. 10th is Dalton Beer. 11th is Scott McCarris. And 12th is Matt Owens.
Hey, I'm trying to find mine here real quick. Here we go. Let's see. 13th. Coming home 13th was Benjamin Porsche. 14th was regular in the Premier Series, Patrick Green. 15th was Steve Rada. 16th, Dylan Poteet. 17th, Jacob Binke. 18th was the 23 of Michael Maruga. 19, another Premier guy, Ryan Potter. 20th was Chance Duckworth. 21st would be Cody Robinson. 22nd, Will Reichard. 23rd was Jacob Halm. 24th, Tyler Snyder. It's like his night ended a little early. 25th was Trevor Hook. Newcomer, I believe, John Peterson. Not the debut he was looking for, but he comes home 26th. Ty Smith 27th. Daniel Clark 28th. And DJ Stagner will round out the field 29th tonight.
Yeah, it's a big, rough night for DJ. He really had nothing he could do about that early caution. It just kind of caught him up in that, and it's unfortunate that it had to happen. But I mean, it happens. Unfortunately, I've been on the end of that many times, so nothing you can do about it. But I'm glad these guys had a good race tonight. It was nice to see them have a good race here at Phoenix, and we look forward to next week at Lime Park. Hope y'all tune in and check that out. I'm Toby Wedgwood, and for Alan Kunman, we hope you have a good evening, and we will see you next week.
This is 2014 ARCA Menard Series champion Mason Mitchell, and you are watching the Highline Media Network.